Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Marina here, and I am so glad to welcome you back to my channel. If it's your first time here, my name is Marina. I make videos from Saskatoon, Canada, where I share about my experiences about life as a Nigerian immigrant in Canada. If you're not yet subscribed, please do well to hit the subscribe button below and turn on the bell notification so that you get notified every time a new video is uploaded. To my returning subscribers, welcome guys. It's always a pleasure to have you back on this channel. So guys, in today's video, I'm just going to be addressing something that has bothered me for a long time. This conclusion, one I consider very blanket, is something that I've heard for years, even before I moved to Canada. And now that I'm here, I feel like I am classified among these people. As you can already see from the title of the video, I'm just going to be addressing this. Is this true? Have you heard this before, that African women change when they go abroad? I don't know how many of you have heard that, but it is a notion that is somewhat popular. Like, a lot of people conveniently fling this theory around. When I hear people say things like, oh, African women change when they go abroad, I stop them and say, please tell me more. How do they change? And more than half the time, I find out that the information that these people have to justify why they think African women change boils down to house chores. One set of people complain that the women now ask their men to do house chores. Another set of people complain that, oh, she now has found freedom. She talks back at me. Imagine that woman calling police for her husband. And I'm wondering, like, okay, I hear that part, but why is nobody asking the whys? I saw a video of a lady addressing these issues, and she was like, you African women, how dare you call police for your husband even if he beats you? I'm like, my jaw drops. Like, the ease at which she flung the even if he beats you part, like, that part is supposed to be okay, supposed to be accepted. And I'm wondering, like, why are these conversations one-sided? Why is everybody addressing the woman and nobody is asking the whys? How can you call police for your husband even if he beats you? Is it okay for you to beat your wife even if you are in Nigeria, let alone abroad where there are laws that guard against things like that? First of all, Canada is not as patriarchal as Nigeria is. Nigeria is a very patriarchal country. We all know that. If as a woman you are beaten by your husband, you run to the police station to go and report. They'll tell you, what did you say to him? Go home, go and cook fresh soup, kneel and beg him. It's a family matter, you people should settle. That's not going to happen here. If you beat your wife and she calls the police, you best believe that they are going to come and pick you. That is a crime. You cannot try it here. So for you to assume that you will come from Nigeria where that is acceptable, and then you move to a different country where that is not accepted, and then you now continue to beat this woman, you expect her to be virtuous and cry. After she finishes crying, she'll come and kneel and beg you, and it will be business as usual? No. If you do not want your wife to call police for you, then maybe you should keep your two hands to yourself and stop beating her, right? So I don't understand. The conversations have been one-sided. The conversations have been channeled only towards women. So today I'm just going to sit down and say, you know what, guys? I'm going to share my side of the story. I'm going to share the side of the story that I see a number of women who have met, African women who have met here, who have had the opportunity to relate with. I'm going to share the story from that point of view, guys. And really, that's just all I'm doing here today. Conversations have been one-sided. Time has come for us to really talk about this from the two sides of the story. Now guys, in fairness, I understand that there are women whose priorities a bit messed up, where when you go abroad, your priority is not to add any value to yourself or to your husband or to your family. You just want to come here, snap picture, put on Facebook and on Instagram to pepper your former neighbors, to show them that Moti arrived, you have arrived. Of course, those kind of women, they will put pressure on their husbands for them to go and live in place they cannot afford, or you go and start buying things from places you cannot afford because you just want to show off. There are people like that whose priorities are just going from one party to another party, buying ashwebi and showing people the label on your clothes, the designer watches or your bling bling that you wear. There are people like that. There are men like that. There are women like that. And I know that there are women who just, that's extra pressure that they put on men. They are not bringing any value, but you pressure the man to now want to live a life that is higher than what you guys guys can truly afford. I recognize that. I recognize that there are women like that, you guys. But is that enough to not put all of us inside the blanket, inside that box, to say all of you change? I'm not going to address this thing from the angle of house chores, because it seems like a lot of men have problems with doing house chores when they move abroad. For the first couple of months when we arrived here, I wasn't working. There were a lot of things I could do without asking for help because I was at home, right? When I started school was what, maybe like 7 to 8 hours a day. That's the same number of hours you would spend out of your house if you had like a full-time job. But for me, I was in school. Is it now going to be realistic for me to still pretend as if I can do everything by myself while I am going to school full-time? How do you think I can manage leaving my house at 7:30 and coming back at 4 to go to school, and then every other thing, responsibility around the house, will still be primarily my responsibility? How long do you think I can do that before I crack? For me, I would say it wasn't too much of a hassle, because as soon as I got to the point where I realized that, you know what, I don't think I can juggle all of this anymore, I sat my husband down and said, Oga, excuse me, sir, let us have a conversation about this. This is no longer sustainable. I cannot manage this and manage. But my husband was like, okay, no, so what do you want me to do? And we were able to say, okay, you handle this, I'll handle this. We can do it like this, so that there's synergy, like we're partners, right? So we're able to work something out. It was not perfect overnight, but I mean, there was a need for us to sit down and reevaluate some of those things. There are a lot of women who are suffering. There are a lot of women who have carried the burden of doing all those things 100% while doing full-time jobs. I know women in this Saskatoon who are in school during the day. They close from school at, say, maybe like 4. They come home, take care of children, and then by 7 p.m. they go and resume a job where they work from 7 p.m. to 3 a.m. The next day, by 8, they are back in school. Do you expect that that woman is going to joyfully take on 100% of the chores while she's doing school during the day and work during the night? How long do you think she'll be able to sustain that pattern before she breaks down? How do you say you love this woman as a husband? How do you say you love her? You see the woman overwhelmed by the burden of all the work that she has to do, taking care of children, going to school, going to work. How do you say you love that woman, watch her overwhelmed like that, and then you look away? How is she not going to be angry? How is she not going to resent you? That thing is going to pile up, and one day there will be an explosion. And when that explosion comes up is when you now call family meeting and say, my wife has changed. She now talks to me like this. Of course, she's angry. She's not happy. That's why the expectations on the African woman, especially abroad, are very unrealistic. There's nobody who can sustain that. Even if you use batteries, one day your battery will run down because it's too much. It's a lot of work. Like, I don't know a lot of families where only one person's income can sustain the entire family. It's expensive to live here, so both parties need to work. If she's going to work because she's trying to support the family with expenses or support the family with bills, how do you think she's going to support the family with expenses and bills, and which is what is considered like a man's responsibility? I don't totally agree with that, but if we're going to go by patriarchy, it's the man's job to provide, right? If she's now going to contribute to providing, why is it okay for her to retain 100% of house chores, which patriarchy also calls a woman's job? So how do you want to gain from one side, but you don't want to give anything? How's that going to work? See, if you're a man, and you don't believe that a man can do house chores, if you're a man and you don't believe that a man can take care of children, you're better off just remaining in Nigeria. But if you're going to come to a country like this, see, you are going to have to make adjustments, guys. It's not even negotiable. There are adjustments that both parties must make for peace to reign. Like I said, it was not too much of a hassle for us to just sit down and readjust how we had to do things, because it was no longer sustainable for only me to do some of those things. These women are going to work because they want to support you. Do you think you can at least support your own family? I'm not saying help her take care of the children. You're not helping her when you take care of the children. You're taking care of your children. You're building memories with your children. When you bathe your children, you're not helping your wife. You're bathing your child. When you do the dishes, you're not helping your wife. You're doing dishes in the house that you live in. Let's be fair. Like, really, let's be fair. There are families where both of you go out at the same time, come back at the same time. But when you come back, your own work has ended. She's the one that will now go straight to the kitchen. After that, she will do homework, bathe the children, put them to bed while you cross your leg because work has closed. And you expect that she will not run out, she will not burn out. And then when she manages to come to bed, you will now still touch her in the night. See, this is really paining me. You guys can tell her. Wait, let me go and drink water. I'm calm now. We really need to adjust these things. We really need to adjust our expectations. We need to adjust this mindset. Women don't run on batteries. Your wife is your friend. Your wife is your lover. Your wife is your partner. You cannot say you love her and overwhelm her with the burden of everything that she has to carry. Your wives are tired. They are exhausted. They are angry. They say I should tell you, it is not our job alone to raise the children. Guys, let me tell you what we're missing in all of this. In this country, if you and your partner are not in sync, if both of you are not on the same page, the devil is going to show you pepe. Like, the system is set up in such a way that if both of you are in sync, there's no stopping you. But if both of you are not in sync, everything is going to drag the two of you down. So both of you must be on the same page. And in being on the same page, you will need to sit down and ask yourself, what exactly is important to you? Is it your ego? Is it your pride? Or is it a happy family? Or is it a team that works very well together? Is that what is important to you? If it is important to you to build a life together with this your wife, then your ego will need to take the back seat. Pride will need to take the back seat, guys. Really. There's just no two ways around it. All the bills is not your responsibility. She's supporting you with that. The little you can do is support around your house. Give your wife a break. Some of you, your wives have never had one Saturday to breathe. She has not had one Saturday where all she had to do was just cross her leg and enjoy herself and have a good time. Let's try it, guys. This coming Saturday, tell your wife, say, you know what, you're not cooking, you're not cleaning, you're not doing anything. I'm going to clean, I'll take care of the children. You go out, go and get a massage. Shock her like that. Say, go, take that time, go and rest. And tell me if there will be no difference in your family when your wife comes back. Seriously, try it and see if there will be no difference. A woman that is loved right, she can bend her back over backwards for you. That's what you guys don't realize. Every woman has that place where she wants to be loved. Every woman has the way she understands love. If you love a woman the way she wants to be loved, then there's nothing that she cannot do for you. So instead of sitting down there and say, she now talks back, can you try and be a little kinder to her? Can you try and be a little more supportive of her dreams? Can you be a little more helpful when she asks for help? If she's asking you for help, can you not complain? Can you not put your wife at the mercy of other people? Like, change all those things. Let's see if you can still say the woman has changed. If you water somebody, you will be watered. That's how I see it. That's exactly how I see it. So when you come here and you want to continue to treat your wife like trash, she's going to fight back. All those of you that have been beating your wife, you now think you come here and continue. She will call police for you. Tire. Do you understand, guys? So calm down. Let all of us just calm down. And women, what am I going to say to you, my sisters? For those of you that have sense, I'm not talking about those ones that are snappy picture to pepper people. Those of us that have sense, please don't take on more than you can handle. Bring out the conversation in a way that both of you will hear each other and find a way that works. Talk about these things from like partners. Look for a system that works for your family. Please don't try to do superwoman because you are not. Don't try to do superwoman and set expectations that you cannot sustain. And then when it's time to complain, there's nowhere for you to complain. Face things in a way that you can handle it. Take care of yourself. Take a break. Find times to step back and just relax. It's not only work you came to life to work. Enjoy yourself so that when you stand beside your husband, they will not think you're his mother. Take care of yourself, my sisters. Support your husband as much as you can in the way that you can. Take the pressure off him. Life is already hard for them, no doubt. The pressure of being a man is already hard. Don't contribute to the pressure in any way at all. That's what I would suggest. Let everybody begin to hold themselves to higher standards. Don't sit down and assume that it is only the woman that will make adjustments to accommodate you. Both parties make adjustments to accommodate each other. If you're going to move from, say, like Nigeria, you're coming to Canada, the US, in those countries where there are laws that guard against things, I just think you should sit down and organize your priorities. Set realistic expectations of each other, guys, because you're better off when you work as a team. You're better off when both of you are on the same page. And if you don't take care of these small things, it will show up when it's time for you to deal with the bigger things. The things that both of you will always have to address. And if you're on the same page, trust me, you're stronger and you're better like that. So yeah, guys, end of my rant. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. What do you guys think about this? What do you guys really think? Are you an African woman who's living abroad? What has your experience been like? And for the rest of you, have you heard this thing before where they say African women change? What has been your impression of it? And as a man, what really do you mean when you say an African woman has changed? So yeah, please do well to share your experiences. If you would prefer to send like a private message, or you don't want to share your story or your experience publicly, please do well to send me an email. My email will be in the description box below. Let's talk about these things, guys. Part of the reason why I started this channel is to have those conversations that everybody's running away from. We need to talk about them, and the time to talk about them is now. Thank you very much, guys, for coming back to watch this video. If you have not subscribed, please do well to subscribe on your way out. I will see you in my next video. It's Marina saying thank you very much and have a great day. Bye bye.